This unbelievably flavorful tomato burrata pasta is on the plate in under 20 minutes. Stick around, I'm going to give you all the tips you need to make this restaurant quality pasta at home. Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome back to Dinner Aside. We're here to help you elevate your cooking with restaurant quality recipes you can make at home. No culinary degree required. Stick around, your dinner's about to get an upgrade. Today's pasta has vibrant, juicy tomatoes, a silky, luscious sauce, and the absolute star, a gorgeous ball of fresh burrata. You will be surprised how few ingredients are needed to create an explosion of flavor and texture. You'll need about 1 tablespoon of high quality olive oil and about 20 cherry or grape tomatoes. Make sure you get ones that are nice and firm and vibrant, makes all the difference. And we need 1 clove of garlic, finely minced up. I'm so excited because this is garlic that I grew in my own garden, first year, and they turned out great. For the seasoning, we're keeping it simple, just some dried oregano and red pepper flakes. To brighten things up, we'll use about 6 leaves of fresh basil. Now for the pasta, you need about 6 ounces of your favorite kind. Fusilli lunghi, bucatini, or spaghetti are all fantastic. Today I'm using this really fun fusilli grano that I just got at the store. And finally, the main event, that beautiful ball of burrata. This is where the magic happens. So you want to get this out of the fridge when you're prepping about 30 minutes before so that it can come up to room temperature. And that is how you're going to get perfect, oozy, melty cheese when it hits that hot pasta. All right, let's get our pasta going. Bring a large pot of water to a boil and don't forget the salt. Don't be shy with the salt. You want to make the water taste a little bit like the sea. This is your first opportunity to season that pasta from inside out, and let me tell you, it's a lot better than trying to just salt it afterwards. So get lots of salt in there, and then we can put in our pasta. Now we're gonna cook this to al dente, and what that means is cooked through, but still with a little bit of bite. Check your package instructions for how long to cook it, but it's gonna take probably about 8 to 10 minutes. All right, while the pasta's cooking, let's get on to our creamy tomato sauce. Now this comes together so fast, but it tastes like it's been simmering for ages. So grab a skillet, let's put it over medium-low heat. Add a tablespoon of good quality olive oil and let it heat up gently for just a few minutes. Now in goes the cherry or grape tomatoes, whichever you're using, and season them with a pinch of salt and some pepper. This helps them start to release their juices. We're just gonna let these guys cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. Stir them around now and then. What we're looking for is that magical moment when they start to burst. The skins will start to wrinkle a little bit and they'll start to soften. They also might start to caramelize a little bit, so be sure you're watching the heat. If they start to burn, turn it down. Gently press them with the back of your spoon just to encourage them to release a little bit of that sweet, delicious juice. We're not mashing them, just a gentle nudge. This low and slow approach, even for a short time, really concentrates the flavor of the tomatoes. Quick pause from the tomatoes to take the pasta off. Before you take it off, make sure you grab a cup of the pasta water, and this is going to give you the creamiest, tastiest sauce. Then we'll drain it and set it aside for just a minute. The tomatoes are looking soft and juicy, so it's time to add the garlic, oregano, and red pepper flakes. If you forgot to salt your tomatoes like I did, make sure that you add some now. And just stir that up and get all the flavors working together. All right, take your drained pasta and add it directly into the sauce with the tomatoes. And then go ahead and start to stir it up. You want everything to get nice and coated in that tomato sauce. There, it's really starting to come together. And here comes the star of our sauce technique, the reserved pasta water. Start by adding just a splash, maybe about 1/4 cup, a little less, into the skillet, and keep tossing the pasta around. You will immediately start to see the sauce change a little bit once you put the water in, and that is the starch from the pasta water starting to help the sauce cling to the noodles, and it gets a little bit glossy. It starts to smell really aromatic. Once you're happy with how that sauce looks, it's time for another layer of flavor. We're gonna stir in about half of the chopped fresh basil. This adds a fantastic burst of freshness right at the end. All right, now give it a taste. And see if it just needs a little bit more salt or pepper. Season it up to your liking. It should smell really, really amazing in your kitchen right now. And now, the part we've all been waiting for, the burrata. Let your pasta cool just a little bit, maybe a minute or two, before you put the burrata on. This will help the cheese soften and become super creamy when it hits the pasta, instead of melting into a pool of liquid if the pasta is too hot. You can gently tear this into a few large pieces so that there's enough for each serving. We're not quite done yet, just a few final touches. Sprinkle on the rest of that fresh basil and a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil right over the top. And there you have it. In just under 20 minutes, a show-stopping pasta that looks like it came from an Italian restaurant, but you made it at home. If you loved this recipe, please don't forget to hit the like button, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on what's cooking next.